Welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'm going to be sharing with you how I make that popping Nigerian jollof rice. Okay, so before you what I have before you are my recipes, my onion, red bell pepper, tatashi, and tomatoes, and pepper. Yeah, fresh pepper. So, and this is the tomato I'm going to be used today. Can you see? Chopped tomatoes. And then here are my seasonings, my seasoning cube, my seasoning powder as usual, curry, and white seasoning, which is kitchen glory. Okay, and then my chicken, and of course my rice, granite oil, and salt. Okay, so let's go ahead as we unveil this hot Nigerian jollof, tasty jollof rice that you will love. Okay, so let's start. So I pour my rice to parboil it. Okay, yeah, to parboil it. So I'm adding water to be able to parboil the rice before washing it. Okay, so in 3 minutes time I'll be washing the rice off. So in another pot I'm going to be boiling my chicken. Okay, so that I'll be fast. So the chicken is washed already. I add my seasoning cube to it. Add my seasoning cube to it. Add my spice, which is the thyme. By the way, what spice do you use? Share with me in the comment section. Perhaps I will be using yours, or I will try out yours, but this one gives me real vibe of what I want to do. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to be adding is this frozen basilica. I like it so much. I like the aroma in the whatever I'm doing. So this is frozen basilica or curry leaf, however you want to call it. So that is it. And then I'll go ahead and add this thyme, Gino curry. Yes, can you see that? Then I will add more seasoning cube to it, and then of course I'm going to be adding my salt. Yes, because it's so essential to add salt, but maybe a little quantity because we've added seasonings. Okay. The next thing I'm going to be adding a little bit of pepper, just a little bit of grinded Scotch bonnet pepper into it. Okay, I add a little quantity of Scotch dried bonnet pepper into it. Okay, yeah. So I add my chopped onion. Okay, so notice I didn't add water into it. I want it to boil up a bit and bring out its own juice from the meat, and then I will add a little quantity of water to continue cooking. But for now we cover it and wait for 5 minutes to check it back before we continue whatever we are doing. Okay, thank you. We check the rice. Okay, the rice is now ready to be washed, and then we take it off the heat to go for washing. I'll be doing that behind the camera, but meanwhile in another pot I check the chicken. Okay, can you see now it's boiling up a bit? Okay, so I'll be adding a little bit of water after washing the rice. Okay, So the next thing I'm going to be doing is cleaning the red bell pepper and the inside because it's washed already, and blending it. I'll be blending it behind the camera because I'm using a hand blender to do that. Okay, so but I will show you what it looks like after blending. So let's go ahead and do that. So guys, let's check our meat. Okay, at this point we can add a little bit of water, but we have to stir first. Okay, so now I stir. Not that vigorous stirring, but a little bit of stir, and then we add water. Okay, then I add water to it, just like you see me just add more water. So now that I've added water, I'm going to be adding more salt, a little bit. Okay, I'm going to be adding more salt. So, and now I cover. So at this point we check our meat. Okay, we check the chicken. So now it's ready to go into the oven. Not ready that it is done, but it's ready to go into the oven. So I will be transferring it into the baking, into the grilling sheets or grilling tray. Okay, so that I will put it inside the oven. So I'll be transferring it. This is the tray and the baking paper on top. So you can see I will transfer all of them one by one into the tray and then put it inside the oven. Okay, it's ready to go into the oven. I've already preset the oven at 200 degrees and I move it in there to grill. Okay, so we'll come and check it after 30 minutes to 1 hour. Okay, this is the tomato paste, guys. I'm going to be leaving it on heat to dry up a bit, okay, to remove the slapping taste. So I'm going to be putting it very down to 5, okay, to dry up the water. We'll come back and check and then we'll start the main cooking. So just like I told you guys, this is the tomato paste. I've boiled it and dried off excess water. Okay, so this is what it looks like, and we are ready to start up our frying. So the first thing I'm going to be adding inside a hot oil is my fresh basilica. You see that? So I'm going to be adding my onions because I do not want to waste time by frying. So I add my onion and stir. So at this time I add my salt. The salt will go in a little bit of it. And then I add the tomato paste inside. So and give it that beautiful stir. Now it's always good to stir so that the pot does not get burnt. Okay, so we stir it, give it a very beautiful stir. So you know the tomatoes is dried up already. We do not want to waste so much time trying to let it dry or whatever, because I had, okay. So at this point I add my seasoning cube. I add my seasoning, which is the curry powder. I add my thyme. And of course I add my white seasoning, kitchen glory, into it. And I give it a stir. So I add more seasoning to it, and it's ready to go off the heat. Okay. So in a separate pot, I pour the rice, parboiled rice, and then add my meat stock first. Yes, my meat stock will go in first. So I now pour in the stew or the sauce that I have made. Okay, so I add the sauce. So now I'm adding the sauce. Can you see that? I'm not going to stir it after adding it, so that it doesn't make the under the pot to get burnt. Okay, so my method is not stirring. I love leaving it like that. I will turn it together all parts when the rice is done. Okay, I will turn all the parts together, but I will leave it to boil on its own together to avoid burning. Okay, so at this point I'm going to be adding more salt to the rice. I'm going to be adding more salt. Then I will be adding one more seasoning. I will be adding my white seasoning, the remaining one. Remember, it's the one that I've opened before. I didn't use all them. And then I add the remaining curry spice. Okay, so at this point, another thing that I'm going to be adding to this wonderful recipe is of course my bay leaf. Okay, so this is it. I'm going to be dropping 2 pieces inside it, and then we cover it, and allow it give us that freshness of a smoky jollof rice. Okay, so we cover our pots and allow it boil. So guys, let's look what we are cooking. It's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, can you see that? Let me check first if it's done. Oh my gosh. Guys, it's done. At this point I will put off the heat and mix the whole thing together just the way I rice is done. Okay, yeah, sure, it's done. The taste is heavenly. Guys, look at that. Woo. Can you see that? This is the kind of rice that you make for your in-laws when they visit. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I love you. Bye. Do not forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, like and share my videos. Also put your notification bell on so that when I bring in any new video, you will be the first to be notified. I love you guys. Have a wonderful day. Bye bye.